Hiya Steve, great to meet up with you and do a little bit of work on your game, try and tidy things up a little bit. You see it here from down the line initially. It's a similar problem to what we've had in the past. We tend to revert back to old habits. You can see the club starting to work down a little bit too much out in front of you. Outside the hands at P6, delivery position, and then from there we're just going to swing across the ball to the left. And as we discussed, that tends to be your way of doing things anyway. It's how you started to play the game. You can make it work well, but obviously you've seen by getting the arms in how much more you can hit the ball, or how much further you can hit the ball, and how much more consistently you can hit the ball. So we need to stop this club and the arms drifting out. So we need to look at why that's happening at this moment in time. Well, the first thing we talked about was your setup. First of all, at setup, I'd like this left foot flared out a little bit more. But then we need to look at the way we're moving the weight forward. Here we've got the upper centre going forward and the lower centre staying back. From there it's very difficult to make the correct takeaway, and what we see here now is we're going to see the left knee moving in very quickly and you making a big move off the golf ball. With such a big move off the golf ball, we've got to lunge back towards the ball on the way through. In your case, we also go down, so we flex forward a little bit too much. When a player flexes forward excessively, the club comes out in front of the hands at P6, as we can see here when we look at it from down the line. And then from there, really, to stop the club digging in the ground, we just divide the elbows, which is shifting the plane further to the left. So you can see they're very flex forward as you come through the golf ball. And that's typical of someone who's going to hit a lot of pulls, a lot of low shots and a lot of cuts. So the first thing we changed was we moved the weight forward by pushing the hips forward. That gives us a little bit of side bend to the right at the top of the setup, which allows us to then, during the takeaway or the backswing, change that into a side bend to the left. So much better setup with the hips forward, touch more tilt away from the target at setup. Then try and keep the left knee pointing towards the target line or working towards the target line for longer during the takeaway. And when you do that, you can see that you still move off the golf ball, but you don't move off it as much. Now as you come down, the hips are forward. We can start to flex forward, or there's less of a need to flex forward, and as a result we don't have quite as much flexion at that point. Still needs working on. Get the left foot flared out a little bit more, get the hips pushed forward, and then spend some time hitting shots with the cane out in front of you here, concentrating on starting the ball to the right of the cane every time to reduce the amount at which you close the club face down, and shift the plane to the left. Good luck with it, have a great Christmas, and look forward to working with you again in 2013. Well done.